For the last few years, the artificial intelligence industry has been focused on a single objective: build bigger models, build larger infrastructure, train more powerful systems, move faster than competitors. The race was about capability. Who could create the smartest AI? Who could build the most advanced models? Who could launch the next breakthrough? For a while, that made perfect sense. When a new technology emerges, the first challenge is proving that it works. The AI industry has largely passed that stage. Today, artificial intelligence can write, it can code, it can summarize information, it can analyze documents, it can generate images, it can automate workflows. And every few months, those capabilities continue to improve. But something interesting is beginning to happen. The conversation is changing. Investors are asking different questions. Executives are asking different questions. Businesses are asking different questions. The question is no longer, can AI do this? The question is AI's worth it? And that may be the most important shift happening in the industry right now, because technology can attract attention. Technology can attract investment. Technology can attract headlines. But eventually, every major technological revolution encounters the same test: economic reality. For years, the AI industry has benefited from extraordinary optimism. Companies invested aggressively. Investors funded ambitious projects. Technology firms expanded infrastructure at unprecedented speed. Data centers multiplied. Computing demand exploded. AI became the strategic priority of nearly every major technology company. The logic was simple. Artificial intelligence represented the future, and nobody wanted to be left behind. That logic created one of the largest investment cycles in modern technology history. Hundreds of billions of dollars flowed into AI infrastructure, into chips, into cloud capacity, into research, into talent, into software development, into enterprise deployments. The scale of spending has been extraordinary, but massive spending creates massive expectations, and expectations eventually demand results. This is where the AI story becomes more complicated. Building technology is one thing. Creating economic value is another. History is filled with technologies that were genuinely revolutionary, yet still struggle to generate immediate returns. Technology adoption often moves slower than technological innovation. The technology arrives first. The business model arrives later. The infrastructure arrives first. The productivity gains arrive later. The excitement arrives first. The economic value arrives later, sometimes much later. And that timing gap can create enormous pressure. Consider what many businesses are experiencing today. Executives are hearing that AI will transform productivity. Employees are experimenting with AI tools. Vendors are selling AI-powered solutions. Consultants are promoting AI strategies. Every presentation seems to include artificial intelligence. Yet many organizations still struggle to answer a surprisingly basic question. What is a measurable return? How much revenue did AI generate? How much cost did it eliminate? How much productivity did it create? How much competitive advantage did it deliver? Those questions sound simple, but they are often difficult to answer. This is why the next phase of AI may be defined by ROI, return on investment. The concept itself is not new. Every business investment eventually faces the same evaluation. Was the outcome worth the cost? Artificial intelligence is now approaching that moment, not because AI failed, but because AI succeeded. The technology is becoming real. The deployments are becoming real. The spending is becoming real. And therefore the expectations are becoming real as well. The challenge is that measuring AI value is often more complicated than measuring traditional investments. If a company purchases a machine that increases production by 20%, the benefit may be relatively easy to calculate. AI often operates differently. It improves workflows. It accelerates decisions. It reduces friction. It saves time. It enhances existing processes. The benefits may be significant, but they are not always immediately visible. That creates uncertainty. And uncertainty creates pressure. Investors dislike uncertainty. Public markets dislike uncertainty. Corporate boards dislike uncertainty. Eventually, someone asks, "Show me the numbers. Show me the results. Show me the value." The AI industry is beginning to encounter those questions more frequently, not because people are becoming less interested in AI, but because people are becoming more serious about AI. The conversation is maturing. This creates a fascinating transition. For the last several years, success was often measured by technical achievement, model performance, benchmark results, capability improvements, product releases. Those metrics remain important, but economic performance may soon become more important. Revenue generation, cost savings, profitability, business outcomes. The center of gravity is shifting, and when measurement changes, incentives change. This is where the future winners may emerge. The companies that succeed in the next phase of AI may not necessarily be the companies with the largest models. They may not be the companies with the biggest headlines. They may not even be the companies with the most impressive demonstrations. They may be the companies that solve a simpler problem, turning AI into measurable value, because customers ultimately purchase outcomes, not technology. Businesses care about results, not benchmarks. Executives care about profitability, not technical elegance. Markets reward value creation, not technological potential alone. Enterprise adoption may become the most important battlefield. Many organizations are no longer asking whether they should explore AI. That decision has already been made. The new question is where AI creates the greatest impact. Which workflows should be automated? Which decisions should be augmented? Which processes should be redesigned? Which investments should be expanded? The organizations that answer those questions effectively may gain substantial advantages, not because they possess better AI, but because they use AI more effectively. This distinction matters. Technology alone rarely determines economic outcomes. Execution matters. Integration matters. Distribution matters. Adoption matters. The history of business repeatedly demonstrates this principle. The companies that capture value are often not the ones that invent a technology. They are the ones that operationalize it. They build systems around it. They align incentives around it. They create repeatable outcomes. AI is unlikely to be different. This is why the most important AI story today may not be about the next model. It may not be about the next benchmark. It may not be about the next product launch. The most important story may be whether artificial intelligence can justify the scale of investment flowing into the industry, because the future of AI will ultimately be determined by economics. Technology creates possibility. Economics determines sustainability. And sustainability determines which innovations endure. The AI boom is not ending, but it may be entering a new phase. A phase where investors demand proof. A phase where businesses demand results. A phase where technology alone is no longer enough. The next AI race may not be about building intelligence. The next AI race may be about proving value. And the companies that win that race could define the future of the industry itself.